Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. In today's video, I'm going to do a holiday catalog walkthrough. Our catalog is also called the August to December mini catalog, and it does say July on the front of the catalog, but that's because we originally tried to release it in July. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we tried to release this in July, and then things just happened, right? Life happens. It was released in August 3rd, so it just went live. Okay, you can find the catalog here. You can download it. There's a PDF. You can order from it now. You don't need to wait for a paper catalog, but if you'd like to request a paper catalog and you're in the United States, I can mail you one, along with the celebration brochure. So if you missed my last video, I went through all the free stuff you can earn, and there we have a celebration going on. So if you missed that, check that out. That was just a day ago. Okay, here you go. This is a little promotion we're having on, and not a little promotion, an amazing promotion from August 3rd to September 30th. So if you missed that, I went through this whole entire brochure, page by page, and I showed you the free stuff. Okay, now also, I mentioned how some of the things from that coordinate with both the annual catalog and this holiday catalog. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that are coming up. And if this gets too long, and my camera's drooping again, sorry for my camera drooping. If this gets too long, because I am a person that likes to show you a lot of examples, then I will have to do this in two parts. But what I plan on doing, and I'm not sure how far we'll get, but I definitely plan on showing you some cards made from, some projects and cards created from this catalog, because I've been able to get the products ahead of time. I'm going to show you things I made with my favorite stamp set in the mini catalog. This is my favorite stamp set, Thinking, Thanks, and Peace. I'm going to show you examples of what I made from this. My favorite suite, because I have a favorite, this is my favorite individual product, individual stamp set. My favorite suite, though, of course, has to be something whimsical, right? Cutest Halloween. I went crazy with this suite with my niece and nephew, and actually two of my nephews and my niece. We made so many things. This is the suite I've used the most. Cute Halloween. It's called, this is the stamp set that goes with it, Cutest Halloween, but the suite's called Cute Halloween. You might think that this is the cutest, which it's probably the second cutest suite, but to me, the Halloween one's even cuter. So without further ado, I'm going to try to make sure, oops, there goes the ribbons I was going to show you. I'm going to make sure you can see the catalog as I turn the pages. So I'm going to be able to show you one page at a time. I don't want to make you dizzy. I can't raise the camera anymore, so I know people do things and they say things, and I just can only do so much with the stand. I have it on a picnic basket right now, my stand. I can't get it up any higher without it wobbling all over the place. So what I'll do is instead of moving the camera, I can move the catalog back and forth like this a little bit, trying not to make it dizzy. Okay, so you open it up and it says, give the gift of creativity. And it has the contents. Okay, so it talks about the product suites. So a lot of our products revolve around suites. I can even give you a sneak peek of some of here's a note from our CEO. I can give you a sneak peek of some of the swaps also that I'll be showing you in an upcoming video, if they pertain to the suites I'm showing you. But I don't have all my swaps yet. I'm waiting for 3 of them. Okay, this is talking about making a difference in our company's commitment to philanthropy. So in this stamp set here, Strong of Heart, it's $3 of each goes to support heart health. $3 of each. Every single catalog we have something where if you purchase it, some of the proceeds go to a charity. Okay, so that's this stamp set here. I think it's going to be good not just for Valentine's Day, but for other times as well. And I really like this sort of abstract heart. Okay, now we have kits. They're not out yet, so your guess is as good as mine as when these kits are coming out. We already have 10 kits in our kits collection. So right now, if you want to get one of our kits, we have lots of card kits, but we just don't have the holiday ones yet. And they are while supplies last. So when these come out, I'm sure when they do come out, they probably won't be around for very long because they're so cute. So this is a sneak peek of one of the kits. It comes in a box like this. And here's a sneak peek of another kit. Okay, now you don't know what you're going to get in these kits yet. I mean, we will be able to get them and open them up and show you. And then we also have paper pumpkin, which this kit is something you're going to be able to buy. These two kits I just showed you. But then the paper pumpkin is something you can subscribe to. You don't know what's going to be in the paper pumpkin kits either, but here's something I made with last month's paper pumpkin kit. Okay, so this was Let the Adventure Begin. Actually, I won't take it out. It's on a wobble. My little RV's on a wobble spring. You can watch my whole video on my paper pumpkin. I just want to move along. Okay, so now I'll show you a little bit of the gingerbread and peppermint sweet. The gingerbread and pepper, I don't have it all yet because there were some items that were on back order. And those items are coming in. But I do have, I made pillow boxes, which I've shown on my channel. I just don't have any made right now. I gave it away before I traveled. I will make more of these later, but this is really cute pillow box die. What I really like about this die is that die in the suite, it's like you take one 6x6 piece of paper. I'm just going to put this here so you can look at this. Here, you take one 6x6 and you can make a pillow box with just one piece of paper. Okay, what I want to show you right now is the designer series paper. And what I'm waiting on, and I'll probably do a separate unboxing for it, I'm waiting on these items here. The Memories and More card pack. And there's even these little, I guess they're little acrylic things that look like cookie trays in there. That's what one of my team members just said they were. You can't really see them right now, but that's going to be so cool. And then the Memories and More cards, because I like making instant cards and sending people greetings like instantly. So I'm waiting on those items. I have the craft paper here because I did order some of the craft paper. It's part of my deluxe paper share. So this is the craft paper. It's just very simple craft paper. It's going to be great for die cutting, stamping on, and making little cookies and things. Okay, I have the acrylic shapes, and I have the designer series paper. So first I'll show you this designer series paper, then I'll show you the acrylic shapes. Let me just take those out. I also bought the decorative mask and the ribbon, but you heard the ribbon fall on the floor. Oh, wait, I can go get it. Yay, I have a piece of ribbon. I have a different ribbon. I have one big roll that fell on the floor, and then I had some that I had already out off the roll. So that's the really super cute ribbon. Number 5, it's called Real Red Ribbon, Mini Ruffled Ribbon. Super cute. And that just fell off the table. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. There's a set of dies to cut out these different shapes. You can see them up there. I mean, I guess it doesn't cut out all the shapes. So this one you could just use your scan and cut, probably cut out, because look at the good well-defined outlines. But there's a die for this one. Just depends on what you want to use to cut it out, or fuzzy cut it. Or actually, you don't need to cut it out. It's such a cute background. I'm not going to go through the coordinating colors of each paper right now, just to save time. But suffice it to say, this paper is amazing. This doesn't just have 12 patterns, there's 24 patterns. Because in this pack of paper, which is already cut in 6x6, there are 48 sheets in the pack. And in the 48 sheets, there are 12 different pieces of paper. Right now I used one, so I'm showing you 11. I was short one, so I'm showing you 11 patterns. And each of the 12 patterns in the paper, it repeats itself 4 times. They have double sides, so that gives you 24 patterns. So this is going to be the paper that's timeless. So if you get this, and it's easy to store because it's 6x6, and you're just going to be able to use this for all your little things like your diaper fold, treat pouches, and what have you, right? So that's great paper. There is a stamp set and dies. I already mentioned the dies, but there's a stamp set as well. I think it's larger on the next page. These are the acrylic shapes. Okay, and a part of my deluxe share. My husband's helping me count out the shapes so you get to try everything without getting the whole pack of everything. And he's just like, thanks a lot. He's been helping me cut ribbons, and he's a trooper. He's definitely a trooper. Okay, and then these decorative masks, which I'll show in in my Ink It Up series. I'll show how to use the decorative mask. Here's the stamp set in the larger format. And then I'll show you the boxes, which I have here. Isn't that neat? It looks like icing. You're the icing to my gingerbread. Now, I have a lot of, I have a paper pumpkin kit and a lot of things with the gingerbread theme. Like, what you would call a craft hoarder. I mean, my name is Kim, and I'm a craft hoarder. I'm going to free to admit it. So I have a lot of things that already go with this suite. So I personally didn't get the stamp set because I bought the acrylic shapes, the memories and more cards, the pillow box, these boxes, right? That's because I have like an old paper pumpkin kit and a little gingerbread man punch. And I have a lot of things already that go with this. So I'm going to definitely use this paper a lot. So craft gift boxes is what I'm showing you next. These are super cool boxes. They're bigger than you think. I mean, bigger than I thought. So I don't know. I'm not going to assume that you thought the same thing I did. But see how there's like a window in them? So you just fold it along the score lines and you have this nice window and you put cookies inside the box. Isn't that nice? Nice and thin. I wonder if you can't put a card in the box. Let's see. Let's get one of my cards. Oh. Yep, it does hold cards too. But I would use one of our acetate card boxes, right, for the cards, because this is like more of something for treats because you can see through it. All right, so that's it for the gingerbread and peppermint suite. Yes, it is large enough. Yep, you were thinking, Jen, great minds think alike. See, Jen? There's the A2 card. I was thinking the same thing. I wonder if it's big enough for a card box, and there's your answer. This is not in the catalog. This is a celebration item, by the way. This penguin paper, penguin playmates. I showed that in yesterday's video. All right, so there's the craft treat boxes were right here. As they're actually, I'm already done the peppermint suite, gingerbread and peppermint, and it was on the page with this one. It was on the page with the sweets and treats stamp set. So it's actually not part of that suite, I don't think. Let's see. Or is it? No. It did look like it would be part of that suite, but it's actually shown on this page over here. It doesn't matter if it's part of the suite or not, but I just wanted to show you where you can find those craft boxes. And I'm pretty sure they were on low inventory when I checked recently, so I went and got some extras. I don't like to not have something. Okay, now on this page of the catalog, it's just showing this machine that's called a die cutting machine, and it's a die cutting machine that's in our annual catalog. See, whenever it says like AC, that means annual catalog, you refer to it. So I decided right before this video that I need to cut out some snowflakes for my crafty friends, because somewhere in this catalog, and I'll get to it, is what's called this white velvet paper. Oh my goodness, right? So I cut out some white velvet snowflakes for you to see. So what I need to do is grab those dies, which are over here. I'm going to just make room. I'm going to get rid of these craft boxes. And what I'm showing you right now is the Stitch Snowflakes dies. Okay, so let me see if it's on the next page too. And it's not. Why did they not really showcase these? It says page 65. Let me see if they're showcased better on page 65. No, they are not. Talk about not doing these justice. Okay, graphic designers, you dropped the ball on this one. You got to see these Stitch Snowflakes. I mean, this you can barely see them on this page. So I will show them to you myself because I think these are darn amazing. And they were I just, like right before the video, I said, oh, let me cut some snowflakes. And I thought, here we go. I'm going to have to fight with my machine, right? Poke out all the little bits. But no, I didn't have to poke out little bits because I was using the new white velvet paper. And the paper is it's like flocked paper. Flocked meaning fuzzy. And I'll get to the white paper because I forget what page it's on. But look at these. Hold on, I need to put this on a different color background. Here, I'll put it on the craft background just so you could see something here. Maybe you could see that. Oh no, it's not doing it justice. It would be better on black paper, but these are the Stitch Snowflakes. I'm going to try to tilt my camera and zoom in because these are amazing. Tilting camera. Sorry if you get... Yeah, the catalog's online right now, Noella. But if you just ask me, I'll send you one. It's online on our website. When you go to my store, paperchef.stampinup.net. All right, I'm zooming in so you can see these Stitch Snowflakes. Look at these. So if you're one of the people who are like me, like, oh yeah, I have enough snowflakes because I bought Snowflake Splendor last year. Right, and I have all this, but I don't think you can ever have too many snowflakes. And so I probably cut out 1,000 snowflakes last year. I just add them to everything. I make so many little treats, and I give them to like everybody. Like even last night, I went out to eat, and I gave the little the waitress, not the little waitress. She wasn't a little waitress, but I gave her a little treat, one of the diaper folds. And so these like can just decorate all that stuff. Okay, let me zoom back out so you're not getting dizzy. But those are the stitch snowflakes. This is the flocked paper. They pop right out of there. You can also probably use, and I haven't tried yet, I know you can use our metallic papers to cut out snowflakes. Last year I didn't just cut them out in the balmy blue paper, glimmer paper, which was round. I cut them out in gold, brushed metallic cardstock. I cut them out in silver foil I had. Is that paper for my, I use that paper cookie frosting. Okay, good, thank you, Susan. Great tip for the cookie frosting. All right, cool, awesome. Okay, next is, I'm just trying to move along. Let's see, this is Stars Are Shining. Okay, this is Glory to God in the highest. Oh, it's so cool, so cool. The Three Wise Men. This is wonderful. Okay, here it is. It's called Great Tidings. Nice set. Okay, I'm just going to keep, see, and there's also, see when you see this little shape, it's, right, the shape, that means that you get dies with it. Yeah, Noella, you just look it up. You can just go to my site, paperchef.stampinup.net. The next thing you do is you say shop now. And when you get to shop now, it'll say catalog, right? And then when you get to catalog, it lets you download it. Now, I should have put a link in the description, but boy, oh boy, have I been busy. Okay, here's a painted Christmas. And painted Christmas, I'll show you a sneak peek of one of my swaps. Let's see, done in painted Christmas. Sneak peek meaning I'm not going to show you, I'm not opening up all my swaps yet. But this is one that Sandra made. And it's part of a local swap group I'm in. So when I get all the swaps, I'll definitely show them all to you. But there's painted Christmas. Okay, and then there's the rest of painted Christmas. I have the designer series paper to show you. I have some of the other things to show you for this. I wanted to just show you that Christmas season, just so you can kind of get an idea of what our stamps look like, right? Just trying to get, and I cracked the case, but it doesn't come like, it's not like everything gets used and abused and cracked. It's just that this went in my luggage. I traveled with it. I had all intentions of using it, honestly, and then I didn't use it. So that's why it got cracked. I've had it since Hawaii. I had earned an incentive trip, and then they gave it to me as a pillow gift. So I traveled back from Hawaii. Then I traveled around the U.S. with this stamp set, and I just haven't used it yet. So don't laugh. But the case got cracked only because not because we have like cheap cases, but because I just keep carrying it around with me with all intention of using it. And I will use. I mean, it's one of those things I will use. And if I don't use, I always give things a surprise. But anyway, you got to see these. These are super cool. Also in my deluxe share. Little holly leaves, and it's just, you know, nice to have things that would take you a lot of time to die cut and emboss yourself. So anything that saves me time, look, I almost picked up that one, but it was on the page. Anything that saves me time, I like to use as embellishments. One of the things I did with this paper is I made these little note card holders. Taught my niece and nephew how to make these this summer. They're not all decorated yet, but I have to still working on the note cards. Still working on some craft fair items. And I say craft fair items, but they're also just gifts. Whether I do a craft fair or not, who knows. But see, these are little note card holders. All made with the painted, here it is. Okay, painted Christmas season. Painted Christmas. Okay, here's the designer series paper. Okay. Here, let me make some room on my, let me go to the next page. Not next page, let me just make room so you can see what I'm showing you right now. So you can see what page I'm on. I'm on page, let's see, 17. Okay, and so what I'm going to do right now is show you painted Christmas. Okay, good. It's both sides. Good. Isn't that nice? And I have dies as well. And Like there's some labels dies. I have Christmas to Remember and the pinecones dies. I kind of went crazy and bought like everything. So now I need to definitely step up my prizes and just start giving stuff away because I'm not going to be able to get to it all before Christmas. That's just the way it is. Now, I do make a ton of Christmas gifts and care packages, but still. All right, so Christmas to Remember is also part of the suite. I would call this probably a mega suite, right? The Painted Christmas Suite Collection. And here's some dies I haven't used yet. Christmas pine cone dies. This is all in here in that same suite. Let's look at those. How cool are those, right? Are they going to be neat with glimmer paper, dazzling paper, and all that good stuff? I think so. All right, so let me just adjust. I know my camera keeps drooping, and I don't adjust it too often because just to not make anybody dizzy. Once in a while, I like to just raise it up, and then of course it's going to droop, but we know it's going to droop, but we just do the best we can. All right, and someday I'll have a better setup. All righty, so the dies, I'm going to put away in their little pocket, and then later I transfer these to magnetic sheets and stuff like that. So fun designer series paper we're putting back in the bags. If you want to try all the papers in this catalog, join my paper shares. Link in the description of this video. I'm in the middle of trying to organize that now because one of the papers just came in, which I'll get to, and it came in after I started to do the share. Oh, there's that stamp set that I've been carrying around all summer with me. This is it. The stamp set I've had for months and haven't used yet. I think you know what would be nice with this one is to just make your own designer series paper. Just take the different colors and just stamp all over the place. Make your own paper, your own backgrounds. I mean, wouldn't that be fun? Because look at all the different colors you can use. You can die cut out some, also make some 3D things. And then there's the Christmas to Remember stamp set. Okay, so lots of fun stuff going on in this suite. I think we're done. Wait, is that not even the suite anymore? So that was the Painted Christmas Suite. Sorry for shaking the camera. Then this was just not really the Painted Christmas Suite anymore, I don't think. Or maybe that was. This was probably still the Painted, yeah. This is still the Painted Christmas Suite, and then over here, it is too. So, okay, then it goes on. And look how they decorated the ombre bags with that. All right. I have to go pick up the pace a little faster to get done in an hour. I'm trying to get done in an hour, you know, so like that's my goal. So I'm kind of not, I'm a few pages behind that goal. So we're just going to show you, aren't these cute, the snowmen? Show you these, you know, next couple pages a little quicker, and then I'll stop and say hello. Okay, now this here is some new paper, some new silver foil. Pretty amazing. I got to show you that, and I'm definitely planning on making some snowflakes out of this. Dun, dun, dun. It's like the same texture as the brushed metallic cardstock that you may be used to. Okay, so you see it's kind of like a mirror piece, this piece, and then this piece is sort of a matte finish, sort of another silvery color, and then this one is another sort of brushed one. Hey, you can see me in there, leaning over my Archon stand, and then there's the silver piece. That's like a mirror, another mirror piece. I guess this one would be more of a mirror piece. So we have a mirror piece, a matte finish, and then sort of a brushed metallic finish. So that's the silver. You get 3 pieces in there, 3 pieces of cardstock. Super high quality cardstock. In my deluxe share, I definitely include a 6x6 sheet of each of those. Okay, going back. Oh, Whimsy and Wonder. Oh my goodness. Does it get any better? Does it get any better than this paper? I don't know. I'm taking it out to show you as I say hello. Here we go. We'll stop on this page here. And there we go. So we love this paper. I mean, this paper is like so cute because of the bright and cheerful colors on the paper. Hi, Anike. Hi, Caroline. Oh, good. She's visiting her aunt. Well, go spend time with your aunt, Caroline. Come back and watch the replay later. Hi, Catherine. Glad you got to catch me live. Finally, good. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Kay or Kaz. We already said hello to Noella, but hello again, Noella, and Jan from California. And Noella, just PM me. When you get to the paperchef.stampinup.net, it'll say, up in the top left, it'll have my picture, Kimberly Smith, and it'll have a little link that says contact me or something, and there's a form in there, and then you can write that you want a catalog. That's how you can get your catalog. It's a secure form, so you can put your address in the comments in there. That's why I just don't want you to email me. It's better to use a secure form. Plus, that way your address gets saved, and then you're part of my mailing list and all this good stuff. Okay, hi, Teresa. Jan, we've already answered your question, Jan. Hello, Sherry. No, that's Sheila. I think that's Sheila. It's the sandwich. Who has the sandwich email or handle? There's Polly. I know, I'm the Energizer Bunny, Polly. I get so excited about this stuff. You are correct. And Sue is here, one of the paper chefs. Jackie Watson, hello. Another paper chef. Hello, Yvonne. Noella. Okay, good. Noella has lots of interaction today. Sally, another paper chef, and Penny, another paper chef. Thank you, guys. My team is here. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is awesome. This paper is called Whimsy and Wonder Specialty Paper. So it comes in 12 by 12 sheets, but what I've done is I've cut it down to put in the deluxe paper share. And I'm waiting on some paper for the share. So look at the one side. So you see what I'm saying? Every one of these has a side that's foiled and a side that's not foiled. So like you have a plain finish. This paper is like amazing. So that's the Misty Moonlight color on that side. So, I mean, even though it's amazing, I mean, it's not even my favorite paper. I think oh yes, it is I think maybe in this catalog it might be. I'm not even sure. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up because my favorite one right now is the penguins, but that's not actually in this catalog. It's an actual celebration item. I love specialty papers, and I can't get enough of these kind of papers, you know? It's hard because you have so many favorites. I have a favorite suite, and it's the Halloween suite, but then I have like favorite papers. I have favorite stamp sets. I mean, see, and that's on purpose, this little texture. And this one would be nice to use our sponge braires on, or blending brushes, right? You can put some color on this kind of paper. Mossy Meadow going on. Beautiful gifts with the foiling. And wouldn't that be nice with that silver foil too? Put little strips of silver foil to accent your cards. Okay, so this is called Whimsy and Wonder. There's a whole suite around it. I just have to have every kind of paper. Okay, so this piece here. I must say, oh wait, I don't have it with me. I was going to say, I thought I had an example of something done with that piece. That piece there is just so versatile that it's really good with like the penguins and stuff like that. Maybe I'll find it later. All right, so that is called Whimsy and Wonder. Ribbons, dies, stamps, a nice whole suite of products. Okay, keep moving along. Oh, gosh, this is just so exciting. Okay, I ordered 2 punches and 1 stamp, and I don't have the I don't have the bundle yet, but I have this little guy here, but I did order the whole bundle because first I ordered the punch because it does punch out the peaceful deer, the celebration item. Then I was like, I just want to make a bunch of deer and some antlers, right? And I was just going to make these, and then I was like, oh, look how cool this is. With this is really hard to accomplish without a stamp, right? Oh, what fun. And then this is just, I was like, maybe I need this whole stamp set. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for like another bundle. I'm waiting for the bundle. But isn't that cool? How it coordinates with the stamps. Peaceful deer. Okay, and then we have this nice happy holidays with this bird. I think this bird's going to be really fun for coloring with the Stampin' Blends. Okay. Oh, another fun set. Sometimes you're going to see things that to me look like they returned. Let's see if it says returning favorite. If it's not a returning favorite, then it reminds me of something we had last year. So it says Snow Buddy Better. Maybe if it's a returning favorite, it'll be marked that way. But it's so cute with the group. Okay, now we have Holly Jolly Wishes. and Be Jolly. Lots of fun stuff going on those pages. Santa would be easy to cut out with the machine if there's no dies that go with that. And here's the sweet stockings. All right, sweet stockings, I have some examples because I've had this one for a while as well. So for your sweet stockings, first I got, okay, let me just show you this little guy. So first I got these stamps, and I was just mainly using like the Very Merry, Peace, Joy, and Kisses. I was using it for some of my cards. Okay, so what do I mean by that? As I was making, this paper here is in the Celebration catalog, not the catalog I'm showing you, but I'm going to show you something just because I just want to show you this example. Look at this. Very Merry. Okay, so if you're taking my Give It a Whirl workshop, which is going to be open on YouTube soon, to the world really, but I'm going to go really intense on how to create these kind of whirly cards with the Give It a Whirl dies. And one of the stamps I recommend, and that one should be a little crooked, right? One of the stamps I recommend is this sweet little stocking stamps because they fit in the window for the Give It a Whirl. The sentiments fit in there. Now you can find lots of sentiments in your stash to fit in there, but that's where I got these from. Peace, Joy, Kisses. Okay, so here's the stamp set. Here's the rest of the suite, and I'll show you a couple things I made with it. So we're going back to the one I showed earlier. Remember, this is the painted Christmas Designer Series paper. This, though, these critters, the doggy, the cat, right? The doggy, the bird, those little critters are from this Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. Now, I got to show you, again, sneak peek of I'm going to do a sneak peek of a swap. I'll be sharing the swaps later. Look at what, okay, here, let me just make sure this is Mercedes. Her name is Mercedes. I'm going to make sure I give credit to the right person. Look at what my friend Mercedes did with the skirt in this stamp set. She stamped onto the Designer Series paper. That's this paper here from this one I'm showing you right now. Look at this. This is, here, let's find the piece. There's the piece. What's on my hand? One of my bling. My bling's coming off. All right, that's okay. We'll put the bling on top of my punch, right? Save the bling. Don't lose your bling. All right, so she stamped onto the piece of paper, okay? And then she cut it off and put these Christmas bulbs in the skirt. Isn't that cool? So that is the Sweet Stockings. Those are just different ideas you can use the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper for. I mean, I showed you how you can use the sentiments and the paper itself. Okay, here's some more unfinished note card holders. Okay, here, actually it's not totally unfinished, but here, note card holders. These, I showed how to make these on my Facebook. I think on my Facebook, maybe not on, no, I showed how to make these on YouTube. You just take one piece of Designer Series paper, 12 by 12, and you make the note card holder. So here's one that I decorated. So here's another note card holder. And here's a slim card, just a slim note card. Peace, love, and joy with the candy cane stamp that we'll probably get to soon, and a little envelope. And I have more note card envelopes that fit, actually. These that are actually the right size for this particular set, and I'll be playing with them later. Okay, also we have these little matte dots, and that's one of the fun things. Okay, I don't have a pack of those right now to show you, but that's another fun thing in the suite. Pool party ribbon, funny fuzzy felt. Okay, I'll show you the fuzzy felt. Oh, it's not called fuzzy felt. It's called it's called jolly felt. Jolly felt. Okay, jolly felt. So you can die cut felt. And you might be thinking, well, I can get felt, right, from, I know AC Moore's not open anymore, but you know what I mean, some kind of craft store. But, or maybe it is open. Michael's, or none of those. Okay, say you might be thinking, oh, I can get felt. Why would I get felt from Stampin' Up? Well, you know why? We have formulated colors that coordinate so well together. So you see how these colors go with the suite. And it'll tell you, like here, evening, no, here it is, no, not evening. Bumblebee, cherry cobbler, old olive, and white. So sure, you can get white felt somewhere else, but where are you going to find old olive felt that matches all your projects, right? That bling keeps getting stuck to me. Okay, there's the stamp I just showed you a minute ago and how my friend Mercedes colored the skirt. That's called Delivering Cheer. Very nice. And this is the penguins, the penguin stamp set. So this is really fun. And here's something I did with that. This stamp from it, Be Cool, be chill, be merry. And there's the stamp from the one I showed you a minute ago, but that's the be cool. This one, this stamp here is from this stamp set. Right here, where is it at? Here, right here. Be cool, be chill, be merry. Part of the Penguin Place bundle. The Penguin Place bundle goes really well with the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper from the Celebration catalog. Okay, here's that. Okay, I'll show you. Here's a nice knit together embossing folder, which I don't have yet. Coordinates, is it an embossing folder or a stamp? No, it's a stamp. It says coordinates with knit sweater dies. So it's actually a stamp, but it looks like an embossing folder, but it's actually a stamp. And then here's this one. I've gone crazy with this one. I absolutely love this. So I have examples to show you with that one. So sort of close by. Semi close by. Let's see what's in my bucket of crafty goodness here. Okay, that was the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. Here we go. This is the Sweet Stockings, this one, but there's the candy cane. The candy cane background. So what I used is the Sweet Stockings dies. That's the stitched little house back here. It's from the Sweet Stockings dies. Okay, and then you use the candy cane background stamp with cherry cobbler. Okay, and then here's the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. Here's some Give It a Whirl dies in various stages of cards I'm working on for my class. Okay, my big workshop. Okay, this is Sweet Stockings, Sweet Stockings, Sweet Stockings. Okay, so lots of examples, and there's the little stamped. You should see how much stuff is on my floor right now. You would actually probably laugh at me if you saw the state of my room right now. Okay, but that's bottom line. Super fun, this background stamp. But you don't have to use it as a background stamp. Okay, you can use it for stamping elements of your card. Thank you, Frida. I'm glad you like my cards. In fact, if you want to know more about these cards, I showed how to make these on YouTube. So this was the video, the tutorial is called, let me think, hold on. How to cut pattern paper with the scan and cut, something like that. Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper, cutting pattern paper with the scan and cut. That's what the movie is called. That is what the tutorial is called. Cutting pattern paper with the scan and cut. Okay, so you can check that out. Okay, next I want to show you something from the Peaceful Place Suite. And here is the Designer Series paper I'd like to show you. And there's where the white velvet is. So I'm not going to show you the white velvet again. I showed you the white velvet earlier. If you missed the white velvet, this is what I made with the white velvet up there. That's the snowflakes I made. What I'm trying to show you now is this paper. Now the paper comes 12 by 12, but I'm cutting it up for my paper shares. Because in my deluxe paper shares, they get like the 6 by 6 sheets. Just it's easier for me to ship using flat rate bubble mailers. And that's why I cut everything up. And also because the whole point of it is it's a sample, right? So I cut everything up. So this is called this Peaceful Place Specialty Designer Series paper. And it's fantastic because on one side it's foiled. Look at this. Instant card background scene. If you have the moose from a couple years ago, maybe last year, the moose would look cool walking in front of these frosted trees, right? The moose would be cool. So it's just fantastic paper. I can see adding little tinges of color to it as well. You know, rolling the brayer on it, the sponge brayer. I can see using some Wink of Stella on this piece here, making it sparkle, making the tops of the houses sparkle. And it's going to be good for scrapbooking because of these large background winter scenes. So if you are into sort of just the black, whites, grays, there you go. Something simple, right? There you go. You might want that. Now this embossing folder, I'll do a little unboxing because I haven't opened it up myself yet. I did just get this. And yes, I love to shop. You might have figured that out now. Might have figured that out by now. See what this looks like. Because I love to craft. I mean, that's why. I love giving crafts. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? All right, so there's the embossing folder. Very nice. This is super thick. Look how thick this is. Super thick embossing folder. Okay, it is called, hold on, number 3. Oh, here it is. Timber. Timber! Shiver me timbers. 3D embossing folder. All right, we're not putting that back in the package right now, just to save time. We're going to move along. Okay, we have Peaceful Cabin. Polar bears. What's it? Arctic bears. Nice. And this is showing the blending brushes from our annual catalog and how they're used with that. What's this bag cup that keeps on hiding in the top corner of my video? Let me move some stuff out of that top corner. All right, and then we have, let's see what's over here. Bright baubles. Yep, baubles. What a cool word. And then we have this really cool red velvet that's a returning favorite. I like the red velvet. I did put it inside my deluxe holiday paper share. So that's what the red velvet looks like. It's flocked like the white velvet. So also would be nice for snowflakes and also nice just for die cutting. But don't try to use velvet in your punches, guys. Don't try to do that. Because if you do that, you'll be sorry. Because you'll end up with all these little fuzzies stuck all over your punches. Okay. Angel of Peace. I saw my friend Sue did something nice with this. Susan. And there's a little nice embossing folder. Okay, Merriest Moments bundle. Okay, this suite is going to be flying off the shelves if it hasn't already. So I got my first canceled order, and I was like kind of sad because this customer of mine, she was like always ordering from me from the last several years. And I'm like, boo hiss, right? What happened? Well, she found out that this came. Okay, so backstory is that this was, we're allowed to order a month before, and this paper was not available to us the entire month. And then the catalog launched, and it wasn't available to us. Again, this paper. So anyway, it became available the day after the catalog launched, and my customer, my friend, canceled order, and I was like, oh no, what happened? And she's like, I want the, this, or she wanted this paper is what happened. And she did the order again, but with this paper, with this whole entire suite, not just the paper, but the entire suite. So I think it's going to fly off the shelves. Personally, I bought like 7 packs of it the day after the catalog launch, because when it finally became available, I said people are going to go crazy over this paper. So it's called the Beauty of Tomorrow stamp set, and the suite is called Blackberry Beauty Suite. And so it's really, really going to be gorgeous. Okay, and so I have some ephemera. I didn't, like I said, this is on its way. I didn't get it yet, but I did order the ephemera ahead of time. Now, I'm not that into flowers, but when it comes to frosted flowers and all that kind of stuff, and ephemera packets and crafty goodness, like I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get the stamp set personally, but I love this paper, and I love the ribbon, and I love the ephemera, and I love the shimmer vellum, the shimmer gold vellum sheets, right? I love all that stuff. Okay, how come it's not opening? Maybe I just, and why do I have Halloween paper mixed in with my ephemera? I'm just pulling open the side of the pack here. That's what we're doing. So isn't that cool? These cool colors. So I like things like this because it's like, for me, instant cards, you can just stamp on stuff. You can just, just make things easily. Use them as stencils, save them. Definitely don't throw these away, guys. Craft hoarders, unite. You can use this as a stencil. Do some brushing on your backgrounds. Maybe we'll do that and ink it up. Maybe we'll make something with this stencils and beauty. Okay, so there's the ephemera and the little birds and stuff. So that's what ephemera is. It's just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of crafty goodness. Tags, embellishments, things that make it look like you spent hours making. Well, anyway, it's available now. So if you tried to order on day 1 and you couldn't order, then you can order that now. And that paper, by the way, is what's holding up. If you didn't get your deluxe paper share yet, or you didn't even, I was asking you if you wanted to wait for this paper. Some of you I didn't ask, and I just sent the rest before I knew about this, before I knew. And so anyway, for some of you, you're waiting for it, and some of you are going to just get that paper later. Okay, so that's what's happening with that paper. It came in the day after the catalog launched. We're like, oh, now you tell us. This is cool. Gorgeous leaves bundle. Look how fun that is. Especially if you like, you know, stitched leaves, and if you like the last year's leaves dyes and stuff, then you're going to like that one too, because it goes right with that too. You can never have enough. So to me, you can never have enough leaves, butterflies, snowflakes. Okay? Snowflakes, butterflies, and leaves, because they're just so good to embellish things with. Okay, now we're getting into the fall. Now, if you notice the way that the catalog's laid out, you're going to see like the Christmas up here, Christmas, New Year's, you know, Christmas holidays and stuff like that. Then you're going to see the fall. So it kind of goes in reverse order, reverse chronological order as to how things happen. This is super cute, right? Nuts About You bundle. Now, in our clearance right now, you may not notice these, but they are in our clearance, and I don't have them right now in front of me, but they're called little acorn trinkets, and they're really heavy-duty acorn trinkets. The acorns are going to go perfect with this. So if you have nuts about squirrels, and you're planning on making little gifts for people with the squirrel, that you put little nut candies and treats, then you might want to get a pack of those trinkets that are inside of the clearance section. Here we go, my favorite suite. So when I say suite, I'm talking about a whole suite of products that coordinate. Okay, so this is my favorite, personally. It's called Cute Halloween Suite. And it has designer series paper, a stamp set, gingham ribbon, tombstone treat boxes, and little stars. So what I'd like to show you is how I use these things. Okay, there's this cute little stamp. So what you can do, and I've done it on my channel already, but I'll do it again probably, is you can make yourself a little template so that you stamp, and then you punch out the three critters at once. Okay, so that's really easy. But then you got to kind of dedicate your stamping block, because you don't want to take them off your stamping block, because it takes a while to make them go back together and sort of, you know, get back to the same spot again. So anyway, these are the tombstone treat boxes. They come the top and the bottom. My niece and nephew had a ball with me making these. Okay, I have a bunch of cards to show you. I have a bunch of projects to show you with the suite. And I have tombstone treat boxes. 3 of those to show you. So let me grab all my stuff. This is going to be, I would call, personally, I know you might not think so, but this is the highlight of my video. This is the highlight, because to me, these are the most fun. Hey, you know what? I might have one of my pillow boxes in here. Bonus! You might get to see my pillow box after all, because I did hide one inside one of these cases, but another one I gave to my neighbor before I left. All right, so tombstone treat boxes with the little critters from the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper. Nice tight lids. Yep, there we go. Earlier in this suite, when I was showing you earlier in this video, not in the suite, earlier in the video I showed you the gingerbread and peppermint suite of products, and in there was a pillow box, and I said you can make stuff with the pillow box die, and I forgot this was in here. So this is the pillow box die. One piece of 6x6 makes a pillow box. The pillow box fits in the tombstone. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to give to someone for Halloween? Okay, you can also just do this inside your boxes, and let's see what's in this one. Nothing in this one. Okay. So those are the tombstone treat boxes. You can take your tombstone and emboss your tombstone. You can take the front of the box, and only because I messed up my box. My nephew and niece were like trying to help me. We were trying to make the boxes, and anyway, a few of them fell apart. So then I took the tombstone and turned it into a card using the 3D texture embossing folder, or texture weave, or something like that, from the annual catalog. See that? That's a little. It's an embossed tombstone. Okay. This is using Picture This dies, and this card here. This is using a technique of just paper piecing with little gaps between the paper where you make a scene. This is using the Give It a Whirl dies. Everyone taking my Give It a Whirl workshop and buying the kit is going to get some of the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper, because we will be making some Halloween cards in the Give It a Whirl workshop. Okay. This is the one I made for my swap. Oh no, this maybe not that one. Something similar. I did make one similar for my swap, but I used the Designer Series paper in the background. I used Memento Black and Pumpkin Pie to stamp these. I mean, who doesn't love to laugh at these critters? I mean, everyone is going to laugh at these critters when you send them a Halloween card. Because first of all, you might be the only one to send someone a Halloween card. And then secondly, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, they're so cute. Super, super cute. So I do send Halloween cards. I think it's a fun thing to do. And I like to make Halloween treats, as you can see. So the one that I use for my swap, and the one that one of my crafty friends made. So my crafty friend Jackie made this one, and it's a swap I recently did. Look at that with the boo. Isn't that cool? I'll be showing more of my swaps later after I get all my swaps. She also made a 3D treat that I'll show later. And this is the one I gave for my swap. So it's like I explained the products I used for the card. And it was called Picture This Dies. Picture This Dies are the way you get these little stitch circles, and then you get the little openings in the card, and it just makes a really cool, fun background. And of course, who doesn't love, I think I showed you most of this week, but I need to show you this cool ribbon, because the ribbon makes a really fun trim on things. And some of the projects I just showed you had the stars in those, so you got to see how I use the star bling on my cards. So that's pretty much another thing you can do with the ribbon. Here, I used it for these tags, this same ribbon from the Halloween suite. I used on these tags I made with some celebration items. But I mean, the gingham ribbon is so cool. Easy to tie and very lightweight. So it doesn't make the big knot. It's not hard to like get through the mail and have this big knot. Okay, so that is the cute Halloween suite. And I hope you guys are as excited about that suite as I am. Because last year we had a Halloween suite, we do every year, and it was like the paper was not fun. It was cool, it was artistic, it had spiders and cool backgrounds, but it just wasn't fun and cutesy. This year we have a lot more cutesy things, like this is fun. Frightfully Cute Bundle, this is fun. Okay, this is fun stuff over here. So like I like all the Halloween stuff. Black glimmer paper. Black glimmer paper is, I'm not gonna open up the whole pack of it, but I think I might have some in my share. I mean, I might have some just sort of laying here, but I don't want to open up any more paper because of the time. But here it is. I can just show you the pack of it. Okay, here's the black glimmer paper. It's a returning favorite. Great for cutting, die cutting. Whenever you have glimmer paper, it's great for die cutting. Oh my, this is gonna blow your socks off. All right, this is called Harvest Meadow Suite. And there's this really cool paper in here called Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. There are some amazing products in this suite. This is gonna be like an overlooked suite because you're like, like if you're like me, I was like, not my thing, more flowers. But then when you see the colors together, you're gonna be like, wow. So first I wanna show you what someone made in my swap. Okay, because she used this paper. Her name's Nancy, and she used this new cork paper. The cork paper is fantastic. See, it's a specialty paper. It's gonna definitely be in my paper share. I'm gonna give like a square of this in the share. Cork specialty paper. Okay, and secondly, look at these fantastic embellishments. Oh my goodness. They look like little blobs of golden nuggets and things. Like they're just so fun. They're called brushed metallic adhesive back dots. Super fun embellishment. Okay, so that's just a couple of the cool products. And in a minute, I'm gonna show you Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper in action when I get to my favorite stamp set. But that's just one of those like overlooked suites. You're like, oh, okay. You know, but then you see the colors together. This is a returning favorite, Heartwarming Hugs. I'm not going to open it, but this is what the pack looks like. You get 12 by 12 sheets. It's nice traditional Christmas colors, which is really nice. Okay, this is Sparkle of the Season bundle. I hope you're excited to see all these new products and the way that they're used. Super fun. And when you get to this back area, you can see in the back of the catalog, we don't just have like the fall and the autumn. We have sets that have many types of sentiments that work for more than one occasion, which is nice, and lots of different fonts. Okay, that's our trimmer from the annual catalog being featured there, and a nice reflection stamp set, Reflections in Nature, where it looks like you did some kind of trickery, but it's actually reflections already made for you. Okay, gift giving dies. I saw these and I said I have to have them. I saw these little, so I bought the bundle. Time of Giving, I bought the bundle. I haven't opened it yet, so let's see what kind of stamp it is. Oh, it's a cling stamp. Just opening it with you guys. That's pretty cool. And the gift giving dies. So I don't know if they're going to be like handy right now, but let's see. Let's see what this is. Tailor-made tags dies. Seasonal labels dies. Nope, I don't have them like right there, so we're going to just see if I find them. Oh, here we go. We can open them. We have time because I'm almost at the end. So we have time to open these. Okay, so it's not set in stone how long I go on YouTube. I just don't like to go over an hour, but it looks like I'm going over an hour. But it's better than doing 2 different videos because I'm excited to show you all this stuff. Oh my, right? Are these cool dies? When I saw these in the examples, sometimes you just have to see something made with something and then you like the example. So I'm thinking that these are going to go work in conjunction with other tag dies that I already have. So it looks like to me, let's see what it says. Gift giving dies, time for giving bundle. All right. I'm trying to think because this to me doesn't look like there's any way to make the actual tag itself. They're called gift giving dies, and then the tags are featured, but looks like you have to use the other dies that I have. So that's why I did pull these out. I pulled these out because I was wondering about that myself. So this is going to answer our question, or at least you might have the same question I have. Do these work with these other tag dies? So we have these other tag dies called tailor-made tag dies. So this will answer my question if it works with those. I'm going to pull out the little sleigh. And it does. So you can go ahead and cut out the whole thing at once. So I'll probably do that on the Ink It Up series or on one of my videos. We'll make some tags using both these dies. So let's put them back together. So this one, by the way, just in case you're just kind of like, what is she talking about? These are called gift-giving dies. But they don't cut. They cut out the inside, but they don't cut. I don't think they cut. Or do they cut? They do. They cut like a little scene out of the middle, but they don't make the tag itself is what I'm trying to say. They don't make the tag. So you have to use other dies. And I'm using these other dies to make the tag itself. Tailor-made tags. So I'm going to make some tags soon. I'll do that soon. Show them to you. All right, here's my favorite stamp set. So the other highlight of this video is me showing you my favorite stamp set. All right. So hopefully you stuck around this long. This is fantastic. It wasn't like I thought it was my favorite before I got it, but once I got it, it's become my new favorite. It's called Thinking, Thanks, and Peace. The sentiments are huge, humongous. Look how big they are. Unbelievable. You can use it with your Stamparatus. Lower it down, fix your sentiments fix it as you need to. And I'm going to now show you what I made with these. Starting with the Peace on Earth cards. I used a real red. I used this glittered organdy ribbon that's in this catalog. It's called the white glittered organdy ribbon. And I used gingerbread and peppermint designer series paper to make these Peace on Earth cards. Then I used Wink Estella to color the dove and some opal rounds for some extra bling. When you have a stamp that's this fantastic, that's this big, you don't really need to do anything else to your card. Your card is done because it's such a big sentiment. It's so easy. Okay, and then this one I used Old Olive, and then I'm just telling you what products I used on the back here with the product numbers. And this one I used gingerbread, not gingerbread, what's it called? No, I already forgot the name. Cinnamon cider. Still watching on the television, Jen? That's cool. Glad you're watching me big because some of these things are nice to see big. All right, now I want to show you, I'm just going to show you this other page for a second. I want you to just have something to look at while I show you the rest of the cards. Now let me move this aside. So you can see how versatile this stamp set is by the fact that you can make the Christmas cards with it, but you can also just make thank you cards with it. Now here's this paper I showed you earlier, back here that I said, oh, Nature's Harvest, oh no, it's Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. Remember I said I would show you examples of Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper? It's a paper I wasn't really liking at first, but when you see it with the bumblebee, the calypso coral, the misty moonlight, and all the coordinating colors, soft succulent, this is soft succulent, right? This is calypso coral. Oh, I actually won a prize for this card. I'll tell you that in a minute. I won a prize for that card. Okay, this one is, I used this is Thinking of You stamp, Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, Paper Lattice from the annual catalog, Brick and Mortar 3D Texture Embossing Folder from the annual catalog. Okay, so that's the Thinking of You. Sending Thanks and Peace, and then another Thinking of You with the Hippo and Friends dies. And then the Boo. I know I just had the Halloween cards. My Boo card. Here's my Boo. This card here is also made with the Thinking, Thanks, and Peace stamp set. See that little Boo? So you even have a Halloween stamp in there. So it's a very versatile stamp set. So if I was to get one stamp set, if I were only to get one, which I can't just get one because I'm the papered chef. I have to get everything. But if I were to just get one, it would be this cool stamp set. Now, this card here, I did what's called the Simple Stamping Challenge. Every month, last month, the Simple Stamping Challenge was just use stamp, ink, and paper. That's all you were allowed to use. You had to use the hashtag Simple Stamping. I used it on Instagram, hashtag Simple Stamping. I didn't do any bling, no embellishments, nothing. Paper, ink, and stamps, and I won a prize from Stampin' Up. They didn't tell me what the prize is yet. They told me they're gonna contact me to tell me what my prize is. But they found my hashtag and found my Thinking of You card and gave me a prize. So definitely take the Simple Stamping Challenge, and you never know, you could get a prize as well. Okay, so now I'm just going through the rest of the items. This is a neat little border stamp, I think. Festive and bright bundle. Okay, thanks. I don't know what the prize is, but it says something like it's a small prize. But hey, I don't care if it's like a pack of embellishments. I'm happy that I won a prize. Okay, now the last thing I'll say about this, because I'm at the end of the catalog now, is that there's a celebration special going on, and you can get a free bundle when you join Stampin' Up. And those bundles are in the back here, so you can see when you join Stampin' Up during celebration. So here you go, August 3rd to September 30th. See? In the back here, it talks about those bundles. These 12 bundles are all the bundles. See, I'm going to put them up big for those of you who have a TV set. These bundles are in the back of the catalog here. See, it tells you the pages. That's what they're talking about, to go find the bundles that are free. So here are the bundles and I'm not saying every one of these, I'm saying, but they're back here. The bundles that you can get are back here. Bundled savings mean that you save 10% when you buy a stamp set and a bundle together. So this is just a review of everything we just saw. It's like our index of our catalog. It shows you the bundles instead of showing you the suite in the way you saw it on the page. So that's how the catalog is laid out. That's how you can look. Maybe you saw things like, I know I just saw things that I hadn't seen before, that I hadn't noticed before, or maybe I like them better now that I saw them in the catalog at a different angle, and so maybe that's the way it is for you. Just look through your catalog more than once, and you might notice something. Okay, and then here's just catalog at a glance. It gives you an index of all of our stamp sets, and I have about half of these, but not, I mean, some of them I probably will never get, but then some of them I absolutely love. So it just depends. I love punches too. We have lots of cool new punches. I like dies because although I use my scan and cut all the time, I like dies for intricate things like this. For like this snowflakes, stitching. Dies work better for stitching, I think. Stitch sleeves, stitch snowflakes, those little tags. And then here's like an index of our papers, our ribbons. This is the glittered organdy ribbon, by the way. Glittered organdy. Okay, that's this one here. I think I'll just take out a piece of glittered organdy because I have, yeah, I have a little piece that's like not inside the, but the glittered organdy, we have new glittered organdy ribbon. It's white, but it goes very well with this black glittered organdy ribbon. So in my deluxe share, I'm not doing a ribbon share because I know some demonstrators do ribbon shares, but it made me start raving mad to do a ribbon share, embellishment share before. So I'm only doing 2 ribbons this time. Even though my husband helps me cut ribbons, it's very, very time consuming to separate ribbons and stuff. I don't mind cutting paper for some reason, but so you're going to get both of these ribbons in my share. They're the only 2 ribbons I have in the share because they're my favorite ribbons right now. Fantastic, right? Glitter built in there. Yeah, you're seeing things that you missed too. That's what I think too. Okay, let me tilt my camera for a minute because I know it just keeps drooping. Drooping, drooping, drooping. Oh, lots more people came in there. So did I say hi to Frida already and Melody? Oh, look, lots of you guys came in. Jade came in, another papered chef. Frida came in. Kelly's talking about being on lockdown for the 6th time. I feel sorry for you. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Jan, Barbara, hello, Melody, Bee-Pre, Betty. Okay, Anna, Denise. Oh my goodness, so many more of you guys came in. So if you missed it, just go back to the beginning and watch what you missed. And lots of fun stuff walking through this catalog. I mean, I had a lot of you guys. Denise, thank you for your compliment on my cards. Jeanne, off subject, but can you cut stamped images that are stamped on colored cardstock with the scan and cut? Yes, but you should emboss them first. You just need, you can cut anything on colored cardstock, but you need contrast. So you want to have contrast between the foreground and the background if you're going to try to cut something out. So if you have colored cardstock, there might not be easy contrast. All right, so I'm on the last page now of the catalog. Set page 78, or in the last 2 pages. Now what this page is about is when you have an order, it's about what you can get as a host. When you have an order that's $150 or more, that means you can get rewards. You'll get 10% free items. You can either get anything you want, like say you had a $150 order and you wanted to get this ribbon. You can get this ribbon, you can get anything you want out of any catalog. However, you can also only get this if your order is $150. This is called a host-only stamp set. See? Host. Maybe you can't see that. Let me bring it up. See, it says host. Seasons of Fun. I'm not even going to try to say that word. Okay, but you see, these are host-only. It means that once your order is up to $150 and you get, say, a $15 reward, you can use it to buy these. Here, $10. It's only $10 for host. And this one's only $12, and this one's $12. That means you can get that as one of your gifts to yourself using your rewards. Not only that, during celebration time, you get a free stamp set for every $300 you spend, and that stamp set looks like, let's see, looks like that. So that's completely free for any host. So in addition to the host rewards. Okay, so that's what that page is about. And then it just talks about the catalog itself. And I'm done. We went through the catalog. Now I can get to work and start using some of these things that I've been keeping in the packages. But I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope you found things that you want to put on your wish list. And we'll check out some of the products that we have online. Don't forget the clearance section. Okay? Don't forget the clearance section because there are things like this in the clearance section. I'm not going to open this right now because I'm done the video. Wonder of the Season Memories and More card pack. I'm not even sure if they're still on clearance, but I got these on clearance. And there's so many fun things you can get on clearance. Like the acorn trinkets I told you about, the little baby jingle bells. Okay, just check out the clearance. There's some fun stuff. Frosted, something floral, or Feels Like Frost, it's called. Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper is on clearance. So you can check out that section too when you're shopping. And don't forget our annual catalog. Don't neglect the annual catalog because there's lots of good stuff in there as well. That's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Thank you for joining me today.